where today we're jumping into Anne Rice's Mayfair Witches. This is season 1, episode 4. Ooh, I am ready. I am so ready to get right into this show, in this episode. I was waiting for the right time to do it, and the time is now. This is going to be available for a full reaction for my second and third tier here on the YouTube platform, as well as the other platform, Patreon. So guys, please sign into one of those platforms and help support the channel today. The Patreon link is down below in the comment section in case you guys want to be able to click and go right over there to Patreon and help support the channel. Here on the YouTube channel though, if you want to sign up here, there will be a membership badge right next to your name every time you comment and every time I go live streaming, which will happen soon on my new original content called Sip with Tea. Guys, get ready for that. It's going to be some live streams as well as some recorded streams that will talk about all the TV and movie news that I have available to me, and then we can talk about whatever you guys like to talk about when I do live streams in the last 15 minutes of my show. So I'm ready to jump right into this, guys. So far, as you guys already know, I have loved every single episode of this show. I have no complaints. I think sometimes it does get a little slow on and off, but overall it has been very enjoyable. I love like witches and warlocks and all those creatures, vampires, you know, I'm in it to win it, Bennett. There was a new show actually that I saw. It's called Wolfpack. I didn't watch any episode of it, but it's starting to get on my radar. Some people are talking about it, so I don't know, depending on how that show does, if a lot of people really do enjoy it, then I'll jump into it. If not, I'm gonna leave it where it is, which is on Paramount Plus. But I'm ready to jump into this, guys. I'm ready to see if these witches are going to be witching. Somebody commented, these witches are just not witching enough for me. And then other people are letting us know in the books, like these witches aren't like your typical witches that you would think of, that they do more like Cleo, like stuff like that, I guess you can say, where they can like tell more figure things out. I don't know. If y'all read the book, you know what I'm trying to say. If you did not read the book, you guys should go pick up the Anne Rice book today. But yes, I'm ready to jump into this to see if it's going to pick up a lot more. I'm ready for like war. Like, I don't know. I want to know who Aunt Carlotta is. I need to know if people are going to get like more powers. Is this demon child man monster thing, is he gonna is he a friend or a foe? I just want to know, and I hope this episode, although it is short, is going to give us a little bit more, because we are getting very close to the end of this season and they need to pick up. So with that being said, let's jump into Mayfair Witches and find out exactly if these witches will be witching.
Sin rooted in her flesh, they paired with her body.
Save your tears. I'll come for ye tonight.
Excuse me, was that a threat?
Please, where are you leading me?
It's a secret.
This is her true funeral, where we can grieve. Join us.
Hey.
Hi.
You sleep well? I had strange dreams. You?
Yeah.
I know enough about you now to know how rare that is.
And I still don't know anything about you. It's baseball? The Astros? Thumb screws?
It's a good memory. That's what they all are. Odette brought that back for me from Vermont.
You don't have a maple grove of your own?
Odette dropped that off for you for the funeral.
I love poached eggs.
I know. I was in your head, remember? I'm just kidding. Everybody likes egg sardine.
I don't. Ooh.
The necklace is gone.
He's coming for her.
Daddy, come on. We need to get there before Carlotta does.
Josephine, I'm enjoying the news. My sister carries all the rope she needs to hang herself.
Still, hurry up.
Interesting.
I certainly hope they catch whoever killed her.
Whether they catch him or not, he will be punished.
You've seen it.
Asshole! Help me! Calm down.
I think we should get going. What did you see?
Its heart, its veins. It was beautiful.
I'll be with you the whole time.
Will you?
Don't worry.
I'm worried. Ooh.
There you go.
That's Barnaby Mayfair.
Damn!
That's Electa Mayfair, the old woman there. People say she's been alive since the Civil War.
What happened? Yes, that's Rowan.
She's getting her claws in quickly.
I hear she's having a gathering afterwards. No family invited.
We now call forward the immediate family.
That's him. Damn, he's the worst protector.
Well, they think they got the guy from the elevator. I'm sorry, but they need me over there right now. I don't know. You sure?
Yeah, it's broad daylight. You go, and I'll take a cab back to your place.
How bad? He's the worst protector. We need a new protector.
I'm sure it's upsetting to see that. They're looking at you like you're a miracle.
Someone knew I was alive but said I was dead. Why?
There are a few things of hers that you should have.
I'll think about it. Thank you.
Who's he?
Welcome. You must be Dr. Fielding. Please, come in.
Yeah, this isn't smart.
Sam said you'd come. I'm so glad you changed your mind. Please. I thought you might want to see some photos of your mother. You're mourning two mothers, and I just can't imagine it. It's my fault. I swore her to secrecy. It was one of the conditions of her taking you. You're a success. And so independent.
She's truthful.
Ellie gave you that. It'll make you feel any better. It's what Deirdre wanted for you, too.
That's a
I
lie.
don't mean... But she wanted you free from this family. Free from... It's all too much to explain.
Free from him.
They'll try to convince you that he is a gift. Devil comes in many forms. I knew his true nature. So I rejected him. Deirdre wasn't as strong. But I'm sure you are.
Thank you very much for the invitation. And I am so very sorry we're late. My Deirdre was a beam of light. Can't we be a little joyous?
Two of our guys spotted him, grabbed him before he could hurt himself. Albrecht's here. He wants to watch you work.
Oh, Cyprian, sir. It's been a long time. Is there a file with him? Anything I should know?
Guy from Better Call Saul.
I'm so tired. Make it stop.
You want to come a little closer? I need to see what you were up to yesterday. It's okay. It's okay. It was him. He was in the elevator with her.
Is he in control of his actions? Or was he being operated on by an outside force?
The killing looked professional. He was hired to do it.
Please, please.
Lasher.
Got her eyes too, didn't you? You know, I just love San Francisco. We could have met. But she who shall not be named made like you never existed. You know that, right?
This family doesn't have many neurosurgeons who've won awards and gone to Stanford.
Talk your ear off about these burned women, just walk away.
Yeah. There's a crowd online who are saying that the women were burned for being like us.
They are not like us.
It's exciting for the family to have a designee who might actually use her power to help people.
I'm sorry, a what?
Anyone offered you a drink?
Not yet. Thank you.
A designee.
I think I saw you last night. Did you happen to notice if I was with someone?
No. Why?
Hey, that word that Tessa used, designee, what does that mean?
The Mayfair matriarchs. We call them the designees because the will designates them. That's Antha. She's your grandmother. Forgive me, I'm not certain about these two. There are 12 after all. Deirdre should be here too. Of course, Carlotta never let her have her portrait done.
Carlotta doesn't own the house?
The designees are the ones who are really in charge. That's you. 300 years of women handing down everything to their daughters. And when you have a daughter, you'll give it all to her.
My patients are my kids.
If you say so.
They all seem to be wearing the same necklace.
It belongs to you now, too.
He was a hired hand, like you said. In and out of jail. Nothing very interesting here.
The elevator at the Pontchartrain Hotel was wiped. There is a supernatural component to this that hasn't been accounted for. Don't you want me to follow up on this?
You have to keep Miss Fielding safe while she's here. That's job enough. Thanks again for your help.
Just right, not yet.
There's a guest of honor. You can call me Uncle Cortland if you like. This is my father's. His name is Julian. This old thing in his mouth. He'd say, Cortland, someday you're gonna run this business. Let's just say, my name's on the bank. My sisters kicked me out of this place.
You don't seem like the kind of guy who gets pushed around.
The house belonged to Deirdre legally, which means it's yours now and everything in it, except for this pipe. I'm sure you're overwhelmed. Such an abundance of gifts.
They said you would call him that.
He serves you, not the other way around.
Serves me how?
He is an extension of yourself. Something to connect you to your mother and her mother.
I wanted to give you a little something of your mother's. Her rosary.
Don't let her put it.
Protection.
Oh, please, don't scare her with your superstitious nonsense.
I did the best I could.
She kept your mother's light under a bushel. She could snuff it out entirely.
How dare you? I've always had to do the hard parts in this family while you play the master of ceremonies.
After you held Deirdre hostage for 30 years, you somehow made yourself into the victim.
I'll show you the medical records, and then you'll understand, won't you?
Don't take pity on her, sweetheart.
Sweetheart, this woman is a doctor.
Find me in my office. When you're ready, we'll go over the will. And everything else.
Why are we leaving her there, alone with Carlotta?
She's not alone with Carlotta. And he doesn't need our help.
Have you cut out the old Mayfair archives?
Yes?
The Haitian or the Dutch?
I'm going to end all this. I need to know how it all began.
End it or get hurt. You're one of my favorites.
Aww. She said, bye, Cross. Oh, on the floor?
Dinner will be ready momentarily.
You're screwed!
Gather the rest of the staff in the kitchen. I've changed the dinner plans.
It professes her love for me, but still she wears the necklace. As long as it hangs around her neck, she belongs to him.
Where do you think she is?
Deirdre must have had all her meals here. What was she like when she was young?
She was never really well.
What exactly was her diagnosis?
Well, she had so many.
I mean, I'd like to read her medical file if you have it.
Eat, please. It's all for you. Your mother was the bane of my existence. The moment she was born, She made every waking hour of my life difficult. I spent praying for her. Prayers better spent on the deserving. I commend you, Deirdre, to Almighty God, Holy Mary, the angels, and all of the saints. Welcome you into the bosom of the Lord. For Antha, redeem her soul from evil, O Lord. Rowan, redeem her soul from evil, O Lord.
She's trying to kill both of them.
Rowan!
Get me out of here now!
Hold on!
He's already mine.
Well, okay. So let's talk. I liked every single moment of this episode until we got to the ending. I guess the ending was supposed to give us awe and effect, and it just left me going, what? It just gave me what? Man, that protector, is he like that in the books? Is he even in the books? If he's in the books, was he that clumsy? Now somebody right now is writing, he's not clumsy, trying to break the door open. First off, he started off saying that he was never gonna leave her. And then quickly, he left her. He left her before he even left her. He was over there texting, walking away, pick up the phone call. But if I'm your protector, okay, and I know you're around a bunch of witches that possibly could have done something to your mother, or let's take that back. If I'm your protector, and I'm now trying to protect you from the people who took you away from the mother, and you saw all that. Phone is on silent. Okay, I'm telling you, you would be every step you take, I'm taking. That's a protector. You're protecting them for present. Then you said, okay, I'm gonna leave you here. Well, he said he's gonna loop around, and she was like, no, yeah, I'll stay. I'll stay over here at this house. You knew the whole, how did you not think the plan was to get her at the house? And then you jump over this fence, kick open the door, and you can't stop yourself from the potential and energy to kinetic energy, and you run into a knife. So I'm sure Lasher is the villain of the show. I guess he's like the demon. And he did say when he got Deirdre that you are now my witch or something, or you're mine or something like that. So I'm assuming like he is the entity that we're trying to battle, that we're trying to get rid of in this show. So why is the uncle so persistent on all the women taking the necklace? The only thing I could think of is because he doesn't really have power, so maybe he's just trying to take the women down, and they also kicked him out the house, which he's mentioned numerous of times that they kicked him out the house. So maybe that's like this is his get back, and working with Lasher, the demon. So there's that. That's the only. But what has Lasher really done to really anybody other than what we just saw to that human that he killed? Because I don't really, and he sleeps with them ghostly. Like, you know what I mean? So this episode threw me in a loop. The ending really got me irritated. I'm like, what? And then the old lady, like, her plan was just to kill herself because she saw that she has a necklace and she wasn't strong enough to fight. But what about the lady upstairs? She was sleeping, watching I Love Lucy. Child, I don't know. I was really into it. The ending really got me a little bit upset. I don't like stupidity in shows. So I would rate this an 8 to a 7.5. It was pretty good. It's still the witches aren't witching for me. The witches in this, I understand, like somebody said, like how the books are, like they're not like you're witch in your head you think they are. But they're still not witching. We just keep hearing things. Right now they just resorted to regular humans lighting shit on fire and killing you with a knife. So I don't know. I feel like watching a bunch of humans fight each other and her talk about how she can hurt people with her brain. So I don't know. I'm giving it a 7.5 actually. The more I think about it, I'm a little bit more irritated. They don't really have that many more episodes to gather it together, and I'm kind of confused. I understand the books aren't like you know, action packed or whatever, but I would like spice it up a little bit. Spice up, you know, the boy with the girl, because I want my viewers to keep coming back and wanting to come back and wanting to hope for the overall network to greenlight this for a season 2. And I'm going to be really honest with you, Mayfair Witches, it doesn't really trend on Twitter. It's not like a trending thing, and at first, before it even came out, it used to be popping up on my Facebook, but since the episodes have started, people don't really talk about this show. They talk about it, I think, the first episode. Other than that, I don't really hear about it. People aren't really like Mayfair Witches. So I feel like if they spiced it up a little bit more, that would give the viewers something to talk about, something to give it to a trending topic, and for it to be an easier green light for a season 2. Because right now, I'm very curious to see what the viewership is, but I feel like this would be a one and done season. I don't know if it was greenlit already for a season 2, but if the way that it is, I can feel like it would be like this season 1, here's how I feel, bye. You know what I mean? Interview with a Vampire, it gave people were talking about it. People were talking about it either good or bad. This is like not even, people just don't even talk about it. At least not in my atmosphere. So I'm very curious to see what you guys thought about this episode. Tell me what you guys, is it trending for you guys? Have you guys heard about it in your group of friends or acquaintances? Do you see it pop up on your social media? I'm very curious to know. And is it very sticking to the books? Are you guys happy with the show? I know there's a few people that aren't really happy with the show because the witches aren't witching. I love that saying. But I'm curious, there are other people that actually really do enjoy it. So I still enjoy it. I just think the ending kind of irritated me. Like, that guy, he's not really doing anything for us. He shouldn't be in the story. What is he really doing? And what is his other entity, this group? What are they really doing? Because they're not really doing anything. So far, like, we could have found out that that man killed her through security cam. And now we have to find out the entity that's doing it, and I'm assuming it's Lasher. Because we don't have any other entities. He's the only supernatural power, honestly. She has like this on and off thing that she does by accident. Chill. Anyways, that's how I feel. Definitely comment down below, guys. Please like and share this video, and I will see you guys next time with more Mayfair Witches. Bloopers.